back to the previous talking point. That is the fixture list that is coming up for all the teams. Who has the hardest run-in, and who are the favourites from now? I want to go to Potsy first on this.
I think we have the hardest fixtures, if I'm honest. Looking at us having to go to Old Trafford, having to go to Tottenham away. I still don't think Brighton and Wolves away are easy at all, if I'm honest with you. We've got Villa at home, and people wouldn't want to have. But I think the most of our home games, you'd like to think Arsenal would be able to get through. We've got Chelsea at home, which people will laugh at and go, well, you'll spank them. But Chelsea against the big sides, I think, have actually put up a fight. So it's not going to be a given either. Liverpool and Man City have got some tough away games, but I fancy them most of their home fixtures, if I'm honest with you. I think Man City have got to go to Spurs away, which they'll look at as being probably their hardest fixture. I don't know what it is about that ground, but they just don't do well there. And Liverpool, I don't know, maybe we're overlooking Fulham at Craven Cottage because we struggled there. We struggled there.
What does super chat even mean?
I don't know what that means, by the way.
What does that even mean?
Is that a compliment or not? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it was during the Arsenal chat that came up, and you weren't like outright defending City. And a lot of people got on at Michael Richards for not defending Haaland when he said what he said.
Yeah. But that's what I think. I think Liverpool probably got the easiest of the fixtures. I think that Craven Cottage and Villa Park might be difficult for Liverpool. Well, not difficult, but won't be easy. And like I say, obviously Man City have got to go, I believe, to Craven Cottage as well as White Hart Lane. But I think Arsenal got the hardest run, man. I don't know what LB thinks, but I would say that's probably the hardest of the three. But we'll see, man. Anything can happen in football. We could go to White Hart Lane and pick up 3 points and everyone go mad, and then go lose to Bournemouth at home. That's just the way that Arsenal can be sometimes, man. So you just don't know.
I think City have the easiest run, because realistically, we got Villa and Spurs away, right? Now people say, "Oh well, Fulham away." Right? Well, what we're doing here? Do we actually want to discuss this properly and like speak facts? Yeah, shows called straight facts, or because otherwise we might as well not compare fixtures. Yes, I get that there are easy games and harder games, but all games are pretty hard, yeah. But ultimately, City have two serious tough tests: Villa tomorrow, and Spurs away. Yes, Palace away is difficult. Yes, Brighton away is difficult. But in terms of the big names, we got two. Right, I'm looking at Arsenal. Yeah, you got Villa, Chelsea, Spurs, United. So you got four plus the Brightons, but you got the four big names. Liverpool, they got United, Spurs, Villa, but they've also got a derby against Everton. You can throw that in. So they've got kind of 3 or 4. So Arsenal have 4 against 4 big teams. Liverpool got 3/4 with the derby against Everton, and City have 2. So statistically, City's fixtures are probably the easiest. Arsenal's are probably the hardest, and Liverpool fall in the middle. So we'll see. This is why we said City could do 9 out of 9.
You could win all 9. Well, maybe it wasn't that crazy then. When I said you could win all 9.
Who are the title favourites then from this point? If City got the easiest fixtures, followed by Liverpool, Arsenal got the hardest.
Yeah.
Liverpool just edge it, maybe.
I think the favourites, if you're just asking me like who were the favourite, I think Liverpool are the favourites because they are top of the league. Yeah, there's only 9 games to go, and they've got easier fixtures than Arsenal, and against City, who have the easiest fixtures, they need to drop points twice. However, if you're asking me genuinely who do I think is going to win the league, the Arsenal fans are going to love this. I think Arsenal are going to win the league. I think Arsenal are going to win.
Why though? Why is that? You think we're going to win all 9 and then Liverpool will drop 2?
Because I think that you will. Yeah, I just think that Liverpool will drop points in 2 games. I just think you guys are just going to cook, man. That's my opinion, isn't it? I don't think I wouldn't surprise me if you went unbeaten now to the end of the season.
Is that you being genuine, or is that you putting pressure on Arsenal?
Bro, pressure on Arsenal. Like, I'm not being funny yet. Terry, do the Arsenal players watch this show?
Some do.
No. I don't mean like that. I don't mean like that.
Hang on a minute. I'm Terry Flewers. Of course they do.
Oh, I don't know, man. Saliba, if you're watching, pressure's on, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm just genuinely. You asked me my opinion. My opinion is genuinely, I think Arsenal are going to win the league now.
That's cool.
But I do think that City could win all 9. And if City do win all 9, so tomorrow night's a big night for me because my season, like, if we beat Villa tomorrow, the chest is gonna, I'm gonna zip this down a little bit, and the chest is gonna come.
Rob, you're as pale as me. Don't do that.
I got a chest hair. It's all right.
So what?
It's cool, man. It's cool. No, but if we win tomorrow, then obviously I will get my chest out a little bit more because then I'll believe that, maybe we could do something special and go win 9 out of 9. If we drop points tomorrow, because let can I just quickly go through the fixtures? You had it up on there. Right? After Villa, I don't know if you want to bring this back up to.
Yeah,
we got Palace away, Luton, Brighton, Forest, Wolves, Fulham. And then the Tottenham game, I believe, is going to be after Fulham. So realistically, and again, I get no game's easy game, blah, blah, blah. But realistically, if we beat Villa tomorrow, we should be beating Palace, Luton, Brighton, Forest, Wolves, Fulham. So then it goes to the final last 2 games of the season. And I know it's all ifs and buts, blah, blah. Yeah, I get all that. But you could genuinely see a case. Like if we win tomorrow, and I come on Terry's match reaction and say, I think we're going to win, not that every game to the rest of the season, but I think we're going to win every game up until that Tottenham game. I don't think anyone's going to sit there and go, "Whoa, no, you're not going to do that." I think people go, "Well, based on the fixtures, yeah, it's a very reasonable chance." For me, it all starts tomorrow. If we win tomorrow, I might get my chest out.
I think you should already, man. I think you'll win all 9, honestly.
Nah, they're not. It's Liverpool's start to lose for me. And I got sent a comment earlier that said, I'm not entirely sure if it's accidental or deliberate, but wasn't Terry complaining that the media saying it's Arsenal's title to lose now? He's doing it to Liverpool. I think he means a bit hypocritical, but it isn't. When I called it out for Arsenal, they were saying that Arsenal were the 3rd favourites. They were not saying they were the best team in the league. They were not saying they were the favourites, but also saying it's theirs to lose. I think Liverpool are the favourites from here, simply because they have a 3-point gap over Man City, who are, maybe they won't be this season, but they are the best team of the 3 overall when you look at their body of work in recent years and what they're doing. But they have that 3-point gap. I think the difficulty of fixtures they have versus City is very, very narrow. And they've only dropped points in 30% of games so far this year. But so have City and so have Arsenal. And I know City's fixture, I think they're all going to drop some points. And right now, because they're leading the league table, Liverpool are the favourites to me. Still, I'm saying City. I'm still, right now, my head is saying Arsenal still probably 3rd, because they have got some really hard fixtures to come. As we know, they've got a big derby. They've got to go away to Manchester United. With Liverpool, if Liverpool win the week and then beat us at the weekend, they're my favourites now. They become my solid outright favourites. If they win those 2 games, those 6 points in this week are absolutely massive for them. I think when I look at those fixtures and I look at Liverpool and I think what else do they have that's really difficult after they come away to Manchester United? They play Villa. What do they have really after that? They go away to Everton. They seldom lose to them. They play Spurs at home. Villa away, maybe that's tough, but Villa haven't been the same team. They've got some tough games.
Can I just challenge you on that? Because
on,
you said that you don't think City are going to win 9 out of 9. So if you do the maths, how many points do you think Liverpool are going to drop then? Because say we win 8 out of 9 and draw the other one to give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, how many points do you realistically see Liverpool dropping then?
But I think Liverpool win the league.
I think you just said City going to win it.
Yeah, I thought you just said City.
No, I think City will. Sorry, maybe I misspoke. I think City's still got a chance of doing it, is what I'm saying. I think City will finish above Arsenal right now. Sorry, if I misspoke, I apologise. Liverpool are my favourites, and from this point, I think Liverpool win in the league. I really do from this stage.
Right.
If I might have misspoke, that might have been my fault. I apologise. Sorry if I did.
I thought you said City, but I might have misheard as well. So.
No, if both of you heard it, I definitely said it wrong. I can't imagine you both misheard. It was probably me. So sorry. So I must have misspoke. I apologise. Liverpool are the favourites. I think Liverpool will go on to win the league from this point, especially if they win their 2 games this week against Sheffield United and Man United. If, for instance, it's still so marginal at this point, though, because if they don't, they beat Sheffield United and we beat them, Arsenal win their next 2 games, City win their next 2 games, my mind might change. But right now, I just look at Liverpool. I think they'll beat us at the weekend. I know that we did them in the FA Cup. I just think Premier League football will be a little bit different. City first. Sorry, I did it wrong again. Liverpool first, City second, Arsenal third in terms of title favourites from this point. But it's going to go to the wire. It's going to come down to the last game or 2, no matter what. I still think out of all 3, Arsenal are the biggest underdogs of all 3.
I think that's fair based on the fact that they have got the hardest title running. I mean, that is a fact. You know what I mean? Like, I think the point against City was a big point for their confidence. But I don't know. It's really difficult, man. You can make a case for all three. I know that's obvious because they're so close, but like City have got the experience and they've got the easiest title running, but we've got the most inferior goal difference, which could be a factor. We've not beaten a single team in the top five. We play them tomorrow. You got Liverpool, who've won it before, top of the table, should win it, but probably, in my opinion, have the worst team out of the three. If we've been honest. And then you've got Arsenal, who probably got the second best team in the division. Don't have the experience of winning it, but are in a mad form. Confidence is probably through the roof, and are 1 point ahead of City, and have the best goal difference as well.
Which is why I want to caveat what I'm saying around. I'm predicting first to third, but I'm talking such marginal difference. And at the beginning of last week, I was doing what a lot of people was saying around title decided this game. By the end of the week, listening to yourself speak and other straight fact shows, I did my preview and said, I thought if City lost, they probably wouldn't win it because of the 4-point gap over both and goal difference. But with a draw, this idea that the title race was over, I think's crazy. Even though I think Liverpool will do it from here, it doesn't mean City and Arsenal can't. And I think that's what people are struggling with when it comes to this title race conversation. If somebody says, I think City will do it, are you saying Liverpool and Arsenal can't? No. Terry said Liverpool win it. You're saying Arsenal can't? No. I just think it's going to be, I'm talking, you might all be separated by a point or two come that last final whistle for all of you. It is so marginal. It is unbelievable. But with their experience, their know-how, the fixture list, and the 2 games they've got this week, I'm just siding with Liverpool. But by close of business Sunday, all of our opinions could change. All of them could. Because if Arsenal win their 2 games and City and Liverpool drop points in both of their 2, we might all look at Arsenal as the favourites from that point. It could go the other way where Arsenal and Liverpool could both drop points. City could win 2 of them. And suddenly everyone goes, oh, that's it. City are back on top or joint top. They're going to go on to win it from here. And it's that marginal. So this idea last week that I think we all got wrong to a certain point, that the season decider was Arsenal versus City. We were all just wrong about that in one way, shape, or form. Looking at it now and looking at those fixtures, like nothing's decided because of a draw, you know?
I think as well, people forget there's still a quarter of the season to play. Like, it's not like we've got 3 games left here. You know, it's mad that there is still 9 games here. That's a long time. And I know on paper, it looks like Liverpool and City and Arsenal are going to win the majority of their games, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen, man. No guarantee that's going to happen.
What's nice this time of the year, though, is you get a couple of weeks where you get like 2 games in a week.
Yeah.
If that makes, I think there's 2 weeks.
Next time we speak, there's going to be 7 games left by the next time we come on.
Yeah, exactly. By this time next week, and it's it changes, and then you've got the Champions League to throw into the mix and the Europa League as well, which again we haven't really factored in. I don't like the Thursday, Sunday excuse, but it's obviously in players' heads because every manager and every fucking player moans about it. That's going to be an interesting one for Liverpool to see how that kind of goes, because they're definitely going to want to stay in it now and go. But they want to win everything, Liverpool, because it's Klopp's kind of hurrah. I'm just intrigued to see what impact Man United and Spurs both have on this title race. I feel like those games, again, they all involve Liverpool and Arsenal, not City. It's they're going to be really interesting. I know Spurs do play City as well, actually. I'm a liar. Those 2 teams, I feel like going to have such a big say. I really do. And whether it's, Man United might get battered by both Liverpool and Arsenal and have a say that way, but I don't know. I just feel like those are the games that are going to be so key.
People talk about, like, Spurs like to get involved, don't they? Oh, we've got to play all 3. Yeah, so Brighton and Villa. No one's talking about them 2. They've got to play all 3 as well. Like, they've got a massive say in it. You know what I mean? So, Man United, you just mentioned as well. Like, yeah,
and Brighton's a weird one, right? Brighton get a lot of stick. For how many games they've won, but they've drawn a lot. And in this title race, they've lost a few as well, yes. But in their last 18 league games, I think they've drawn like 9, won 7, and lost the rest. So you're not talking about a team that loses all the time. They have, out of the 3 games against you guys, they're going to take some points, aren't they? They're going to take points of at least one of you. You would suggest, because they don't lose. They've lost 9 games this year, which again, it's a lot, but it isn't an astronomical amount of defeats when you consider that Newcastle 12, West Ham 10, United 11 are all above them in the league. Chelsea have lost 10, Wolves have lost 11. They draw a lot, but that's not good for you guys.
No,
Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's 2 points gone in a title race, so they could have a big say as well. It's going to be amazing. I'm so up for it, and I don't think that, we know what the YouTube world's like now. The opinion you make today, we want to try and hold you to it. But our opinions might change in 2 or 3
Bro,
weeks.
I flip flop all the time, man. I don't care.
No,
You know what I mean?
Like, somebody. I know we're peasants, right, and we're simpletons, but you and I'm a clown, according to that comment you sent the other day. But your opinions have got to. If you've got a brain, your opinions change because the landscape changes. Do you know what I'm saying? If Arsenal lose their next 3 games, what fool's going to predict them to win the league from that point? Like, it'd be crazy. But so I hope they don't, because I am on loan at Arsenal for the rest of this season. Let's look at some of these super chats, boys.